Well, hello. Welcome in. Just wanted to do a quick live real quick here. It is now 4 p.m. Hey, Ralph, how you doing? It is 4 p.m. Central Time. Eliza, thank you very much. And a big howdy to you, too. Let me make sure everybody can see my ugly face a little bit clearer. All right. I wasn't going to do a live today, but I figured since I stopped early, might as well just give a little update. I hope you don't mind. I got the APU running with the heater blowing. It is quite cold here. It's like 23 degrees right now with a sustained 18-mile-an-hour wind from the north. I am on I-74 here in Illinois, in Farmer City at the rest area. I'm heading westbound to go get my next load. And if you've seen the weather radar just recently, you'll see what I was driving through coming from the Indianapolis I-65 near Lebanon, Indiana, going up north through Bloomington, Illinois. Well, the road, the snow started to stick to the road. The wind started blowing. Not a problem. I have no problem driving in the snow. I mean, it doesn't scare me, doesn't faze me, whatever. And that's in metal music. Yes, that's basically what I was facing. But it came to a point where I passed more than 2 dozen spinouts in the gutter, in the median strip, on the sides of the road, and several accidents with trucks and cars combined. And it was like, I wanted to push on as far as I could today to get to my load, to pick up my load in Dubuque, Iowa, But I had 379 miles to drive to go from Lebanon, Indiana to Dubuque. I wasn't going to be able to do it today anyway. But I wanted to get, somewhat close. Woodhull, Indiana, just south of Moline, in that general area. I wanted to try to get there, but the conditions were just kept getting worse and worse. It wasn't slowing me down. I mean, I was running along pretty good. The roads weren't that bad, for someone with experience, someone who is driven from the smallest little mini, compact car all the way up to a semi. Towing a trailer, not towing a trailer, 4-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive. It doesn't faze me. I have enough ability to do that safely for myself. TJ, how you doing? Welcome in. Thank you very much. But like I said, it's not just me that I have to worry about while driving down the road. It's all the other people in the little cars who may or may not have enough experience or ability to handle the car in these kind of conditions. So, little before 3 o'clock, I pulled in here to Farmer City, here in Illinois, off of I-74. Stopped at this rest area. I was going to get into the Hunks at exit 159, but the way the conditions were, I would have thought that one, I didn't know if there was actually parking there or not, and if there was, it was probably going to be full already, given what I had been seeing up to that point. I could have gone another 10 miles up to Leroy, to the Loves, which I've been to before several times. But I was afraid that I wasn't going to get any parking there because that's where the majority of the drivers are going to try to get to anyway. Good, just turn that right off. That's annoying. I want the warmth, but it's just annoying the sound. Like I said, I thought I might be able to get there, but I kind of figured a lot of guys are going to get there. It's going to get crowded. So, this rest area popped up, swung right in, got me a spot. Now, yes, I'm not going to get a shower tonight. That sucks. Yeah, because I don't have a lot of food on the truck right now. My choices for dinner is limited, but I can deal with that. I can be a little creative. I have water. I have drinks. I have snacks. So I'd rather just get off the road and, and be as safe as I can be. Now, I am in a parking lot. There is a lot of snow compacted on the concrete here in this rest area. Some knucklehead could come in going faster than they should, start skidding, run right into me. It not exactly where I want to stop, but like I said, I'm not paid to risk my life, to risk anybody else's life. There's nothing that I will ever haul that somebody's life depends on it. I'm not that dog Balto taking medicine to some people in Alaska, some from typhus, and I'm going to save their lives. Hey, Kiana, my trucker's keeper, how y'all doing? So, I'd rather stop and make my tomorrow a longer day. That's just, like I said, I'm not here to be a daredevil. I'm not Evel Knievel. I'm not a stunt man. I'm not Super Dave Osborne. I'm not Wile E. Coyote that can get blown up and smushed and ripped to shreds and then bounce right back the next morning. That's not my job. And that's just not how I'm going to operate anyway. So yes, I only made it about 130 odd miles up the road, 140 miles up the road maybe. And I still have another 240 miles to get to Dubuque to pick up the first part of my load. Okay. I wasn't going to make it there today anyway. By the time I did get to Dubuque, it was going to be, well after 5 o'clock, almost 7 o'clock by the time I get there. I'm not getting loaded. There's not a whole lot of good places to park near Dubuque anyway, at least that I have found. There's one or two, but they're going to be jam-packed by the time I get there. So, it just made sense just to get off the road, get parked, count the day as a loss. At least part of the day is a loss. I did get up, made my delivery this morning. They were ultra slow in taking 4 freaking things off the truck. But that's the nature of the game. There's nothing you can do about that. You can't tell them to hurry up because what happens? They start going even slower. Oh, you're out. You're heading out to Tennessee tomorrow. Outstanding. Outstanding. I wish you just a safe journey getting out to Jackson, I believe you said it was. Just take your time going because, I'm heading, the load I'm picking up now, I'm going from basically Indianapolis, going up to Dubuque, Iowa, picking up 2 pieces there at the John Deere factory up there, then going over to Waterloo, Iowa, to our drop yard over there, picking up 1 more piece. I'm taking 2 skid loaders, like a little Bobcat with the tracks. I'm taking 2 of those to Albuquerque, and then I'm taking a backhoe down to El Paso. So, a pretty good run. A pretty good run. Basically almost a 2,000-mile run, pretty much. So not too bad. Yeah, I'm a little bit delayed because of the road conditions, but it's that old adage: do you want it right or right now? Right now gets things broken, damaged, or people hurt. Doing it right takes a longer time to do it, but it gets there, and you have a bit more of a guarantee of actually getting there proper and safe. So that's basically the gist of this live. Pardon me. So it's just one of the things. I've been very fortunate as a truck driver in my little over 2 years of driving full time, OTR, all 48 lower states. Never had a spin out like that. Never been put into a ditch or something like that. Yeah, I've had flat tires and mechanical issues, but nothing that ever caused me to have an accident. And I want to keep it that way. And if that means stopping because of the road conditions, because other people are doing 20, 30 miles below the speed limit on the highway, because the wind's blowing 20 miles an hour, at a 90-degree angle to the road, the snow and ice is compacting on the road surface, I'm getting the hell off the road. They don't pay me to endanger my life in no way, shape, or form. So I just don't do that. That's, when I was a younger man, yeah, I did stupid shit. Pardon the French, but but as you get older, you gain a little bit of, I won't say wisdom, I'm just going to say a little bit more common sense, a little more prudence. I've been able to do some pretty active things, sailing, hiking, mountain climbing, wilderness camping. I've been pretty gung ho about challenging myself a bit, but I'm not out there by myself in the woods with only an axe or a bit of fishing line or just a tarp, where I know how to do that bushcraft stuff. I know how to survive out in the woods. I wouldn't starve. I would have shelter, and I would have food. I would have clean water. I would have I could build a house with just an axe. I know how to do that. But that's me by myself, and it doesn't affect other people. If something went wrong, it wouldn't hurt anybody else. But here I am in a truck. If something goes wrong with the truck, a blowout, I lose traction, I start skidding over the place, I'm taking other people out. And that's just not something I'm willing to be that daring about. And I hope you enjoy that last shift. Kiana, you're a bit too young. I mean, late 70s, there was a song and a movie called "Take This Job and Shove It," and it was a pretty big deal. But take this job and shove it. I ain't a working here no more. Well, and I hope that van, gives you a good, couple years of service. Yeah, I know you say you got it for pretty cheap, but hopefully it does what it needs to do, and you get there safely. That's more important than anything else. You get there safely, and like I said, I know Jackson, a little bit. I've been past it umpteen times. I've stayed there a couple times. So, it's not, like I said, it's not the hot spot, but it's not too bad of a place to go to if you're gonna move to a place. You know, right now I'm still on track to moving up to Montana, so it just takes a little bit more time to save that money, and that's really the only thing right now that's slowing me down. But it works. You have to do what you have to do for yourself. Pardon me. And sometimes you just got to tell people to go to hell. I'll do what I want, the way I want. And I don't know about anybody else, but I've been fairly fortunate that whenever I did something my way for myself, it's usually worked out pretty good. Yeah, I've had failures from my decisions and the way I did things, but overall, it's been, that upward track of getting better and better and better. Now, when I stopped doing that and I started taking other people's advice of what they thought it should be and how I should do things, when, where, why, who, and how, all that jazz, it didn't always work out for me for the most part. It was a negative. Don't do that. Go do this job. This job ain't going to get you anywhere. This job is a ticket. This will get you. You'll be a billionaire by the time you're 30. That kind of BS. Not literally, but you'll succeed if you did this. You'll win if you did that. And it's like, no, it wasn't what I wanted to do anyway. So why am I listening to you? But sometimes you take that advice. So you can only do what you can do. Like I said, Kiana, if I would not personally have recommended Jackson, Tennessee, but that's not my decision, and my opinion, as it is worthless because you got to do what's right for you, the same way I do. That's the reason why I'm a full-time OTR truck driver, because I looked at all the options that I had at the time, and I said, this is what is going to benefit me. And, that's, you got to do what you got to do. And I was like, all I'm going to do is say, I wish you luck and wish you a safe journey out there and wish you all the success you can get once you get there. Yeah, and don't really try to push as many miles as possible. Yeah, I know you want to make the journey as short as possible, but enjoy the journey as well. Hey, American truckers, I started watching your last video, and I wish those guys on the CB were not so stupid as they were. But we're truck drivers. We know what kind of stupidity is on the CB. If I could apologize, I would. I don't know why things being deleted. Because I don't delete anything. If you say it, it's out there. I don't know why it's being deleted, Vern. Because you can see I don't have moderators because I trust everybody to moderate themselves. I don't need somebody with a little blue wrench doing that for me or doing it for them. All right. So like I said, today was just, I got up this morning. My load was supposed to be offloaded with a crane. That's what I was told. That's what's written on the paperwork. So, I got up, drove the hour to my receiver. They started offloading it with a forklift. An hour late to begin with. Then they were taking forever to put the first piece where it needed to be. So a job that should have taken about 30 minutes wound up taking over 3 hours. And of course, it's wet. It's near freezing. It's cold. The wind is blowing. And I just want this thing off and gone. And these guys are being a bunch of yutzes and, going as slow as snails, in reverse gear. I mean, it wasn't fun. So, just went back down from West Lafayette, where my delivery was at the airport, went back down to Lebanon, to the Flying J. My next load came over the PeopleNet real quick. And bang, okay, so we're going to run from Lebanon, Indiana, up to Dubuque, Iowa, to Waterloo, Iowa, pick up your 3 pieces, your 3, skid loaders and backhoes. I got 3 pieces. And you're going to take those out to Albuquerque and El Paso. Good run. Unfortunately, it's almost 400 miles. It's like 370 miles deadhead from Lebanon to Dubuque, which it's already noon. Even with going back that hour for going into Central Time from Eastern, I'm still not going to get there, before 7 o'clock, really. They're going to close at 5. I ain't getting there. And even when I did get there, I don't have the time on the clock to get loaded and get out to a place to park. So I wasn't going to get there today anyway. Hey, Rhonda, how you doing? I am in Illinois right now, Farmer City, Illinois, on I-71 at the rest area just past exit 159. Like I said, I'm heading up to Iowa, then taking out to Dubuque and El Paso for my deliveries. Now, it's supposed to get down to near 12 or 13 degrees tonight. The wind is still blowing. The snow has stopped falling, but the wind is still blowing. So every once in a while, the truck will shake a little bit. The snow has been compacted on the road. And with the temperature dropping, I wasn't going to continue rolling down the highway like that. Well, good. I'm glad for that. Hopefully, your legs, get better so you can get back to running the marathons. Yeah. All right, Verd, have a good day. Thank you so much for coming on in. Appreciate it. Like I said, today I really didn't plan on jumping onto a live today, but I figure, talk about the weather, and the dangers of being in a truck or even in a car. You may know what the capabilities of your vehicle are, and 99% of the people out there, the capabilities of the vehicle outstrip the capabilities of the driver, bar none. I include myself in that number because yes, I'm a professional driver. I've been driving all kinds of vehicles, from little compact Toyotas all the way up to a semi. Almost all kinds of vehicles in between, with and without trailers. Front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, high, low, all kinds of roads and all kinds of conditions. I've done it. But I'm not going to do it when there's a greater potential of me getting hurt or somebody else getting hurt because I make a mistake because I think I'm better than what I actually am. I don't think my ego is that inflated that I become arrogant. I can be an arrogant jerk. I mean, who can't? I mean, that's a simple thing to do. I'm better than everybody else in the universe. Well, I have at least enough humility to know that I'm not. And like I said, like I always told anybody I ever taught to drive, anybody I ever consulted with, whatnot. Thank you, Piggy. Appreciate it. Like I said, like I always told people, know what's going on around your vehicle 360 degrees 100% of the time. 2, the only person you ever worry about safety with is you. Worry about your own safety first. Everybody else will benefit by that. And that's how I've always approached it. When I was a driver trainer, when I drove with tanks of pesticide, when I was working at True Green, when I'm driving a semi, when I'm driving a car, when I'm riding a bicycle, or on a sailboat. Like I said, I worry about my safety first. What do I have to do to make sure I don't die in a fiery ball of death? 1, don't speed. 2, stay in your lane. 3, use your turn signals. 4, watch out for other people. 5, adjust your speed and position to make sure you're not running over little children in the crosswalk. Pretty simple rules to live by, I think, but American Truckers, she can tell you how many times she's seen somebody do something incredibly stupid. And I'm pretty sure she when she's hooking up to a new trailer, going down the road, going into a warehouse, she sees somebody almost every day, so something incredibly stupid. And I'm sure she shakes her head like I do. My God, why are they allowed to hold a license? Why do they not have some intense medical supervision in a little padded room to keep them away from the rest of society? Because they're obviously a danger to themselves and everybody else, but they're allowed to run free on the roads. Well, I'll tell you exactly how they get it. Some of us may be old enough to remember this, some of us younger. Cracker Jacks used to have real toys in them. That's where they got their license from. They opened the box of Cracker Jacks, peanuts, popcorn, caramel. Oh, a CDL. Yay. you know, now just, Cracker Jacks, you get a little sticker or a little lick 'em on, stick 'em on tattoo, and that's about all you get. You don't get a decoder ring anymore. You don't get whistles or little miniature cars or anything else like that. But yeah, it is winter. Not officially winter, but it's winter time. There's nothing that I will ever carry that's worth my life. It's worth my job. The load I carry, this truck, this trailer, I'll gladly give all that up. And I'll go work at some other company. If the company I'm with now or in the future, whatever it is, they said you should have gotten that load there no matter what. Well, I don't play that. I'll gladly leave. If you have a problem with me, my job performance, I'll leave. I'll show you the documentation I have on for the video I take every single day. My reasoning for it right there. And I'll walk. I'll go get me a new job. And I might be nice enough not to sue your ass for wrongful termination. it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me that some of these companies out there say go, 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 go. What's the point of that? I don't know if everybody has seen it. The channel called Run Hard, Get Paid. You know, in the supposedly video that he made where he's on it with his dispatcher, and dispatcher's telling him to go. You know, yo, you had enough sleep. Your break is over. You already had enough sleep. Just go. Immediately go. You know, the fault is not the dispatcher telling him to go. It's not anybody, his manager, his supervisor, the company president, anybody in that company. They can tell you to go. They can tell me to go all they want. But I'm going to tell them to go to hell. I ain't doing that. If my company says, you go or you're fired, okay, that's fine. You can come pick up this truck at one of the truck stops near Atlanta. I'll have all my stuff moved out. I'll lock it up. I'll put the keys in the mail. All my private property, all my personal equipment, I'll take with me. I'll leave it the way I found it, clean and in good repair. Everything that I bought and put in this truck for me to do my job properly, hey, I'll walk. You're not going to make me drive when it's unsafe for me. And it's only a job. We I do have a good deal of responsibility driving a truck. Hey, Outdoor, thank you very much. Thank you, Rudy. I do appreciate your coming in. And Rudy there on Outdoor Adventures can tell you exactly the same thing that I'm saying. Bree from American Trucks is the exact same thing I'm saying. You know, my life is worth more than this truck, this job. Like I said, you know, I enjoy my job. I enjoy being a truck driver. I really do like doing this job. But it's only a job. It's not my life. You know, I've been a barbecue cook. I've been a pizza delivery driver, warehouseman, pesticide applicator, horticulturist, arborist, landscaper, a myriad of jobs. From a lowly kid, my first job, you know, scrubbing walls and toilets, running a mimeograph machine at the base church, you know, for my first summer hire job, all the way up to being an operations manager for a lawn care company, and everything else that I've ever done. Not one of those jobs was worth my life, my safety, or my integrity. There's some things you can't put a price on. Now, have I had to compromise what I want to do to keep a job? Yes. But I've had to make those compromises when I didn't have a job and I was dirt poor broke. You know, when you have to take, you know, a can, an 88-cent can of, you know, Chef Boyardee ravioli and make that last for 3 meals because that's all you got. You have to make those compromises, yeah. But I'm not going to compromise my life and safety just to get an empty step deck trailer that I'm hauling right now up to Dubuque to grab a load. Screw that, you know. So, you know, when you're out there, it doesn't matter what you do, really. It doesn't matter what type of job it is. It's just a little bit more upfront when you're a professional driver. you have to be more cognizant of what's going on the road. And you have to be more careful than everybody else. Because as a professional, you are automatically assumed to be at fault. Because you should have been using your noggin a little bit more. Why didn't you get off the road? Yep. Oh, yeah. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. You know, it's not fun. But you have to do that sometimes, you know. But now I can do a lot of things that I want to do. You know, if I want a brand new iPad, I can go out and grab one at any time. You know, I want it, I can go do it. Do I need it? No, but I can. You know, I have that ability. I don't let myself have a new one simply because, you know, I'll probably have this entry level iPad for a good number of years. Now, the phone is a different story. That's communication, that's business, that's life. You know, in the modern world, you need to have a properly operating phone. Now, I'm having a problem with my iPhone here. You know, bought in 2017, bought at Grand Central Terminal in New York. I bought this iPhone on a layover near New York City, and now the battery's going down on me. So I'm going to be replacing the phone, but that's kind of more of a necessity than a want. You know, yeah, I want to get down the road and get my load. Is it a necessity I do it right now? Nope. Oh yeah, and I'm sure you do that. You and your husband, I'm sure, have gone through those times where I'm broke. I can't do it. I can't give you what you want, even though that's one of my desires. It gives me pleasure to give you what you want. You know, and we all say it in a relationship. I'll give you the moon. I'll give you the world, the stars. I'll give you everything. I'll bust my ass and work my fingers to the bone for you. And then when it doesn't work out, because life is what it is, it's not fair. You know, it sometimes doesn't work. And then you're sitting there and you're worried about that. Like I said, it's just the way it is, you know. And this is part of just the way it is. The weather came in, became too dangerous to drive, in my opinion. Well, no, I'm not going to say my opinion. I'm going to say my judgment. You know, my judgment, it was too dangerous for me to continue taking this 32,000-pound machine down the road when at any moment I could wipe out and take out a family in a minivan. I ain't doing that. My judgment said, stop as soon as you can. So I did. So just a little bit before 3 o'clock Central Time, I stopped. Now, I still have 230 miles to go before I get to my load in Dubuque, Iowa tomorrow. But, you know, I was going to be able to pick up tomorrow anyway. So, you know, it doesn't really make sense to try to hurry just to wait a little bit closer. Like I said, I'm just not doing it. You know, they may not like it, but after the company has basically forced me to do 3 resets in a week because they couldn't give me a load, well, there you go. You know, turnabout's fair play. All right, so tonight I'm editing some more video, so be aware that I'm gonna have at least 1 video posted tonight, maybe 2. We'll see how we're doing. You know, you still got to be in the mood to get that done. But I think I'll hopefully get 2 done by 11 o'clock tonight, I think. So keep eyes peeled for that. I am going to have a little bit of a snack tonight, which I had last night. Some cheese sauce. And I got some Tostitos here. So we're going to have a little bit of nachos for a snack tonight. And I think I'm going to make me some vegetable soup. Lima beans, peas, carrots, onion. And a little bit of a chicken base. Let's see here. Yeah. So a little bit of a chicken base here. Got onion, butter. I got some Parmesan cheese, garlic. I got all kinds of spices in the rack there. I got some rice. I may put some rice in with it. And I got some spaghetti noodles. Break those up, put those in there as well. You know, make a little bit of a soup. I wish I had some potato to put in there, but there you go. You know, just make do with what you got. Because I still ain't been to the Walmart yet. Because when I'm on a permit, I can't get in there. And it's hard enough getting the truck in there anyway. So there you go. But because the load I'm taking out to Albuquerque and then to El Paso, it's not going to be a permit load. It's going to be a legal size load. So I can get into the Walmarts a little bit easier. Let's see. So tomorrow, we're going to see how the roads are about 4 a.m. I'm going to get up at around 4 a.m., see what the roads are looking like, see what the road conditions are for the area. They should have salted and plowed I-74 all the way up, you know, here in the rest of Illinois to a pretty good extent. I would say it should be pretty clear by that time. So around 4 a.m. I'll get up, get going. 4.5, 5 hours up to Dubuque. Like I said, about 230 miles to go. We're gonna figure out 60 miles an hour, not the full 70, but about 60 miles an hour. We're gonna calculate at that. So we're gonna say 4.5 to 5 hours to get up there. So 8 o'clock a.m. to 9 a.m. Get there. We probably have a little bit of a wait because the John Deere factory there. If you're not there at very certain times, it can back up real quick. Get 2 pieces loaded there. It's going to take about an hour to get chained down, get my paperwork, and get out of there. After waiting in line, so I'm going to figure at least 2 hours there. Hopefully around 1 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock, I'll be in Waterloo at the company drop yard. I'll get my last little skid loader on, figure another hour there, go down to the Pilot Flying J in Evansdale, which is just right around the corner. Evansdale, Iowa. Grab my last piece, get there, get scaled, top up my fuel if need be, and then make it down the road at least to Iowa 80. A minimum to Iowa 80 by the evening. Now, if I can get further over towards Des Moines, I'd be even happier. My first drop in Albuquerque is supposed to be on the 14th. So we may get a little bit of delay. Maybe. But I gotta do some good miles, which is going to be a little bit easier. I don't have to worry about being restricted by permits. So I can get up before the sun rises, do a good 600-mile day each day, get there, delivered, then get from Albuquerque down to El Paso, which should be a little, not too bad of a drive. I mean, it's not that far away. So, but that'll be delivering on Monday at the latest, because I probably won't get there until Sunday. See, today's Monday. Tuesday pick up and get rolling. Wednesday, Thursday, I might get to Albuquerque It'll be a little tight, but I might get to Albuquerque, on the 14th. Then we'll see where we get to for the other one. Southern Belle, how you doing? Welcome in. So we'll see where we get to, how long of a wait I actually have. Daniel Adame, how you doing? Good to see you in. Thank you very much. I wish I saw more videos by you, Mr. Adame, but you know what it's like driving a truck. You see what you can when you can. So I'm still waiting for your next one. I ain't seen one in a couple of weeks, as far as I remember. So get cracking on that one. So just nothing much going on. As I said, just really didn't intend it to be this long on the live today, but shut down because of the weather. The roads got socked in. Wasn't going to risk my life or anybody else's, so got off the road. Like I said, I'm going to have some nachos for a snack while I edit. I'll probably make me some, a nice little mixed vegetable soup, a little bit of pasta in there. I'll probably make it a tomato base. So I have some pasta sauce. Maybe put some of that pasta sauce in there as well. Schneider. Schneider. No, I shouldn't say anything really bad because they're really not a bad company overall. It's just my experience with them and what they did recently doesn't give me a good impression of them anymore. Like I said, if you know my history, I started at Watkins Shepherd Trucking out of Missoula, Montana. A lot of furniture, a lot of carpet, flooring. That was their main niche that they did. They were pretty much the bigger players there. Well, Schneider bought them in 2016. They bought a profitable, well-run company, and in 4 years, they totally destroyed it. And now Watkins Shepherd no longer exists. 4 years it took them to do that. And that's after sinking like $60 million extra into the into Watkins Shepherd to keep it viable, but they just kept interfering and screwing things up. So my opinion of Schneider right now is not the greatest. But since I no longer am under their umbrella, it really doesn't matter. So that's just an opinion. All right, gross 4,500. What are your outlays? How much of that 4,500 do you actually get to put in your pocket? That's the number one thing that I will be debating with myself about whether to go owner operator. One, I'm never going to lease. That's a given. I'm never going to lease a vehicle because I ain't paying somebody $2,000 a week to have a job. I ain't doing it. It works for other people, not for me. But like I said, that's a totally different topic. Okay, Daniel. Okay, here's a question I have for you. What OC do you like the best? I always liked Indianapolis. I thought that was a pretty good OC there in Indianapolis. They're off of Shadeland Avenue on the south side of Indianapolis. Atlanta, oh God, I couldn't stand Atlanta. Salt Lake sucked. Denver sucked. Portland, Oregon. Oh, that was just a mess. Well, that's not too bad. 1,200 out. So that's a pretty good profit. That's not too bad. I mean, if you saved a quarter of what you have left over, if you put 25 to 30% away into the bank as savings account, 401k IRA, you're not doing too bad. And I would say that's not too bad. If your outlays are only $1,200, that's not too bad. I've actually never been to Green Bay or to Obitz. I never got to those two. Laredo I've been to once. Yeah, it was okay. Been to the one in Dallas, Fort Worth. Yeah, that was okay. But I liked Indy the best. I thought Indianapolis did it pretty good. Number one, because the people who are watching the gate are actually based there in Indianapolis, not in Green Bay, which is the problem I had with the Atlanta OC for Snyder. The camera was not somebody sitting in Atlanta. The camera was somebody sitting up in Green Bay. And it's like, why are you 1,500 freaking miles away watching a camera? Put somebody here who can respond to the bell, little button, a little bit faster, instead of running like 14 different, gates out of freaking Green Bay. It didn't make any sense to me. I mean, Indianapolis has the cantina there, pretty decent hot food right then and there. You had the gym right there as well. Showers were but you take what you can get for a shower. They were free, so you really can't complain. Had laundry. Bathroom was okay. I mean, could have been better. Mechanics were pretty decent there in Indy. I mean, I liked them better than the ones in Atlanta. So, but like I said, I had my issues with the transition from Watkins Shepard ways of doing things to Snyder coming in and putting their processes on top. But I was only there for 13 months, so I wasn't planning on being there forever anyway. So, yeah, it works. It works. And like I tell everybody else, whoever asks me a question about what company should I go with, I throw my hands and say, whatever works for you. If Snyder is working for Daniel should stay right there unless he finds something that works better. It's simple as that. Go with what works for you. I mean, Bree, is that RTI? It seems to be working better than her last company, especially by what I saw in the videos. And that's the thing. Everybody, please go to the other people on the channel here. Daniel Dami, American Truckers. Go subscribe to their channels as well. I'm no way am I the authority on any of this. A lot of this is my personal observation, how I view things, how I approach things. But other YouTube truck drivers have their view, and I like taking them all and saying, okay, well, this one here, 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 and here, you bring them all to the middle, and you kind of get, an aggregate of what is closer to the truth. Now, that may not be exactly 100%, but I think you get a better idea of what's going on. Now, the only thing that I have a real beef with Bree from American Truckers is the way you hold your camera. This get a selfie stick. Here, Bree, just give me an address. I got a free selfie stick for you. Put it out in front of you like this. I got one right here for you. I'll give it to you. I'll send it to you in the mail. My cost. I got a whole box full of GoPro attachments. I'll send you some. Here. This is a good all seriousness aside, all joking aside, okay? This is a Smatree, Smatree, little selfie stick. It's got tripod legs. You can take it off. It'll spin off there. And then the upper part here will let you put this in so many positions. I mean, you know, it's got 3 main arms. And you can put this in so many different positions. It's ridiculous. But it's dirt cheap. It was like under $20, under $30. You know, this is a pretty good tool to have for a selfie stick. You can put it all straight out. You can have it hang down. If you want it to hang over something, it'll hang over something. Pretty good, pretty good. I do enjoy using this one. Like I said, SMA. Let me type that in here real quick. There we go. Let me click it down here. And you can get that on. I believe I got it off of Amazon. It works great. It's lightweight. It's fairly strong. I've never had a problem with it. The joints here are toothed. They got the teeth on them, so it'll when you screw it down, it'll hold really firm. Great thing. And plus, like I said, the base here is really wide, so you can put this out, at a direct 90-degree angle. You put a GoPro on that, and that GoPro isn't going to go anywhere. It isn't going to tip over, really easily. But like I say, you can stick straight out like that. I tell you what, just go to I'll send you my phone number, and you just put a simple $10,000 cashier's check in the mail, and I'll send this to you for free. I will not charge you for postage. Postage, I do free shipping for anything you buy for $10,000. Oh, you want a dish, an orange dish towel because you were Schneider? Keep up the team colors. I'll give you a discount, $9,000. I'm saying you're saving money. Hey, free shipping works for all these other places. Why can't it work for me? Yeah, well, so it is what now? Just 6:00 p.m. No, wait a second. 5:00. Computer is still saying Eastern time. I don't know why. Like I said, today was kind of a truncated day, but sometimes it works like that. Like I said, last week I had 3 resets in a week. Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday again. And that's with other days sitting and waiting for people to do their jobs. Waiting on permits, waiting on dispatch, nothing you can do. Hey, Canadian. I like to put out a big A. Put on your toque. It's rather cold around here. Yeah, so, today was not a lot of productive as far as driving was concerned. I did make my delivery, on time. At least I was on time. They were not. And then they were slow even after they got there. Got my load fairly quickly, about an hour after I made delivery and got the paperwork signed. And then I made my way up, a little bit north. And, now it is just the road conditions are not conducive to driving. So there you go. So, hey, Mr. Hart, how you doing? Appreciate it. Illinois, just got a, just got a bit of snow. I'd say maybe an inch, maybe a little bit more, about an inch, where I'm sitting here in Farmers City, Illinois, here off of I-74. I'm a bit southeast of Bloomington, Illinois. The next major city where there's an actual truck stop is Leroy, which I've been to many a times. It's actually in my first season vlogs. I didn't think I was going to make it there, and if I did, there wouldn't be any parking for me. Yeah, so I just pulled into the rest area here in Farmer City, and just called it quits. I'm not going to risk it. It's not worth it. Now, I've already I passed. Let's see, 6 trucks. One of a couple of them involved in an accident with a car. I think it was a van and a little pickup, and one that was jackknife up into the median strip, and just a whole bunch of cars spun out on the shoulder in the median. Wreckers out there, police out there shutting down lanes. It just didn't seem prudent to keep going, so I just stopped. Mr. Hart, I am going to be working on my next vlog when I stop this in a couple of minutes. Ag Caller, how you doing? I am heading out your way, Ag Caller. I'm not getting all the way to Yuma, but I am getting to Albuquerque and El Paso. So I'll be heading out there I'll be out there by the end of the week. So maybe, just maybe, I could put some shorts back on again and not have to dress up like freaking Nanook of the North because it's so dang cold. I want to drive my truck, you see these shorts here? Cactus. I want the cactus when I get to Albuquerque in New Mexico and I get to Texas, El Paso. That's all I want. I don't want to be wearing heavy wool socks. I want to wear my Vibram 5-finger shoes all day long. I'd rather drive that way, but right now, long sleeve shirt, nice and loose. And I got my Superman pajamas on because I'm that kind of guy. Yeah. Well, it's that South Asian blood you got there, Daniel. You're not near the equator anymore. See, I don't mind the summertime. I enjoy summer when it's here, but I need to have 4 distinct seasons. If I don't see snow, I'm not going to be happy for the rest of the year. Yes, you are. I'm going to call you Asian all I want. That's my opinion. You got to respect my feelings. Yeah, that's pretty damn ludicrous, isn't it? My feelings trump reality. No, they don't. Except in my case, they do. All right. Only in my own mind. That's the only place I'm a superhero. What the most super thing I do? I'll show you how to be a real superhero in my head. Share size? No. Single serving. There ain't no sharing with nobody. I don't even share with my other personalities. These are only for me. You know, but whatnot, so tonight it's supposed to get down into the around 12 degrees tonight where I'm sitting here in Illinois. So the APU will be running most of the night. And then in the morning, like I said, around 4 a.m. approximately, I'll get up, I'll check the road conditions, see if it makes sense to go. And then if Illinois has done their job and put the salt on the road, they've scraped it off like they're supposed to. Really? That's your beef right now? Whether it's caramel or caramel? It's butter and sugar. Get it right. That's all caramel is, butter and sugar. Plus, these are peanut anyway. There's no caramel in them. Clint Eastwood is not in my candy bar. He can be the mayor of Carmel all he wants. He's not in my candy bar. That's where the caramel is. Hey, don't you make fun of my people's use of the language. Warsh is a perfectly good word to use. In Baltimore, we say Warsh. We say Winder. We say Brum. We say Doug. And if you can't understand what I'm saying, you're not from Baltimore. Yeah, so like I said, tonight it's just one of the nights where you just need something to do and something to somebody to rag at and just shoot the breeze with. So I thank you all for joining me. Appreciate it. 13 likes. That's the most. I think the most likes I've had on a live feed so far. Appreciate it. Just remember, my normal live feed is always going to be Saturday and Sunday about approximately 6 p.m. Eastern time, approximately. And then days like today where I have nothing better to do and I really don't want to do anything at all except just run my mouth like I normally do. So then you get the pleasure of hearing me blather on. So, like I said, I'm gonna have me some nachos. Gonna nuke some Tostitos cheese. Have some corn chips. Just eat them like I'm at a movie theater. Make me some vegetable soup, so I have something nice and warm in me, and maybe a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Because I got me a big old jar of peach jam, and I can never get enough peach jam ever. All right. So, like I said, I'm going to try to edit. I apologize to Polly, having to look at this face. You're a mean man, Ralph, for forcing that on your pet. That's animal cruelty. This is only for human beings that can tolerate this. All right. So, make a little dinner, edit a little video. I'm going to try to get 2 up today. I am working on October the 3rd and 4th, I believe, today. So that should be hopefully coming out by 11 o'clock tonight for both of them, depending on how I feel. Other than that, there's not much that I really have to say, unless somebody has a question for me. Yeah, I want to see that. Oh, speaking of which, truck tour. Once I get everything, I take a little vacation here. I take a bit of home time. I will be doing an updated truck tour. I know I did one previously way back in August or September. Can't remember. One of the first videos I did for being at Valley. So what I want to do is, get everything nice and clean, spick and span, like I'm not a total slob, and do another how I'm actually where things are actually put in the truck type tour, both my headache rack, my outside compartments, and inside. Also, I am going to be building a new shelving system for this truck. If you saw my shelving system that I built for my last truck when I was at Melton, I believe it was episode 76, top shelf shelving. That was for a double bunk T680. I built that shelving on the top bunk. Yep. And that's the thing, Daniel. I had a great experience at Melton. I had a good experience. I thought it was a good company for me. It's not for everybody. Some people have good luck at Sierra England. I just discounted them right off the bat. Prime, I did not want to go to. Other people have no problems with Prime. But my track was learn to drive, get some securement experience, which I did get at Melton, then get into heavy haul, which is where I wanted to be. So I think I saw it. I'll have to go back and look at it again. I believe I saw it, but it didn't dissuade me for staying at Melton at the time. If Melton had a heavy haul division, I might have stayed at Melton and gone with that. But since they don't, that's why I moved over to Valley. So, there you go. All right, temperature is getting a little low. I got to turn the fan back on here, the APU back on. All right, like I said, nothing else really for me to jibber jabber about. So I'm going to try to get up at 4 a.m., check the road conditions. Illinois should have salted and scraped everything. So I should get up to Dubuque around 9 o'clock, then get over to Waterloo by 1-ish, then hopefully get past Des Moines before I shut down for the day. Well, that's always better, easier said than done, right? But other than that, not too bad of a day. Everybody, I was safe. Everybody I was in contact was safe. Nobody got hurt because of me. They might not have liked it when I was flying past them while they're doing 40 miles an hour, but yeah. I guess the battery was going down a little bit. But, so, another day is in the books. Not as successful as I wanted to be, but I got my load going up to Dubuque and Waterloo, Iowa, picking up 3 pieces at 2 locations. Go to Albuquerque, then to El Paso, which will probably take me over to Laredo to do my next pickup after that. $1? That must be nice being an owner-operator. You get dollars. Don't have to rub it in, Daniel. So, everybody, thank you for coming in. Rudy, thank you very much. Bree, thank you. Ralph, Daniel, Rhonda, Metal Maniac, thank you all for coming. Thanks for watching. Be safe out there. Stay warm. God bless.